As the spotlight continues to shine on the British monarchy, there is one particular topic that has recently captured the attention of royal enthusiasts as well as critics. This topic is the question of whether Prince Edward and Sophie Wessex, who are frequently referred to as the unsung heroes of the royal family, should be granted elevated titles. Although King Charles has acknowledged their vital duties by bestowing upon them the titles of Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, there is a serious debate surrounding the nature of these titles with reference to whether or not they should be hereditary or life peerages. King Charles made the choice to honor the late Prince Philip's birthday by bestowing upon Edward and Sophie the illustrious titles of Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. This decision was made in honor of the birthday of Prince Philip. The revelation that these titles were granted as life peerages rather than hereditary titles, on the other hand, provoked a great deal of controversy very immediately after it was made public. But before we go any further, please subscribe to this channel and be sure to activate the notification bell. As a result of this distinction, the titles will not be automatically handed down to their children, including their son James, Viscount Severn, in the event that Edward and Sophie pass away. One of the commentators expressed their strong disapproval of this move, stating that they considered it to be nothing less than an insult. It was his contention that if the titles were made hereditary, it would serve as a powerful incentive for their son James to continue the royal family's tradition of passing down the titles to subsequent generations. According to his point of view, the decision to deny James the opportunity to acquire these titles would dissuade him from fully embracing the obligations and responsibilities that come with being a member of the royal family. Nevertheless, this perspective is not held by all individuals. An individual who had previously worked as a royal editor presented an alternative viewpoint, stating that the decision should ultimately be made by the Crown. He emphasized that the issue of hereditary titles within the royal family has always been open to adjustment and alteration. He said this at the beginning of the speech. It is possible that by the time Edward and Sophie stand down from their positions, there will be sufficient working royals, such as the children of Prince William, to do the necessary obligations. This will make the question of hereditary titles less significant. To tell you the truth, it is quite improbable that Edward and Sophie are excessively bothered about the fact that their titles are inherited from their descendants. In spite of the controversy that has surrounded their enhanced status within the royal family, they have nonetheless maintained their unwavering commitment and loyalty to their respective roles. Throughout the years, they have maintained a low profile while attending a variety of engagements and have done so with grace and dignity, representing the monarchy. It is because of their unwavering commitment that they have been given the title of unsung heroes. Their efforts have frequently been overlooked or underestimated. The steadfast support that Edward and Sophie have shown for the royal family, particularly throughout times of crisis and transition, has been exhibited by them. It has been extremely beneficial for the monarchy to have their consistent presence and willingness to take on major engagements, since this has provided stability and continuity within the monarchy. Regardless of whether or not their titles are passed down through the generations, there is no doubt that their contributions to the public image of the royal family and their philanthropic activities have left an indelible mark. Despite the fact that the controversy over the titles of Prince Edward and Sophie Wessex is still ongoing, it is essential to acknowledge the crucial roles that they have performed within the royal family. It is necessary to recognize that the monarchy is an institution that has always developed and adapted to the changing times. Although the choice to offer them life peerages rather than hereditary titles may be divisive, it is essential to realize that the monarchy has always grown and adapted to the changing times. In the end, it is the prerogative of the Crown to decide what the future holds for these titles and the responsibilities that come along with them. In the broader scheme of things, the attention should not be only on the titles themselves, rather, it should be on the unshakable passion and commitment that Prince Edward and Sophie Wessex have displayed throughout their lives. A celebration and appreciation of their contributions as unsung heroes within the royal family ought to take place regardless of the conclusion of this ongoing argument. As the future unfolds, it will be their deeds and their dedication that will leave a legacy that will endure for a very long time and is significantly more significant than any title could ever represent.